Hello friends, it's Astro here and welcome back to the legendary ladies who are just being legendary and don't hit my dogs. Come on. Dearie me. What a way to begin. Freaking, what's her name? Blackburn Brace. Dearie me. Alright, so let's see if we can get things under control a little bit here. I'm gonna take some advice from the comments. We've had some suggestions that this and this and that and that, they all need to be staff only. The psychologist office, I don't think that needs to be staff only. And I think we need to start thinking about some perimeter fences around here to keep things bedded down and cleaned in and snicked out and hopefully to keep things under control. We also need, so there's a whole bunch of stuff that's been stored around. What was the other comment? That we needed a storage room, which we do. That's fair. So we can plonk that out here just for now, and we'll move it inside later on. And then we may as well have a cheeky little forestry. We'll just have like a strip of forestry. Is that too much? That's probably too much. Let's go 20 by 4. We'll just have a little row of forestry there to generate a bit of... Hello? No, is that going to complain because it's too small? It is. All right. Well, let's remove that then. How far does it go? That far? Near enough. We'll have to figure out where to put that. Maybe up here? Yeah, alright. Let's do it up here. So that it can hopefully at least generate some wood that can be used in our workshops. Or it will, at the very worst, just create wood that can be sold. Because generating some extra cash in this place is going to be fairly critical very soon. You know, one of the other things that people pointed out was that I didn't have any, like, hey, you've got not quite enough cards. Yeah, I'm painfully aware of that, but I can't afford them. Critically, I just don't have the cash to be able to afford any guards to put into this place. Right, I'll tell you what. Let's have a think about getting some... parole rooms. Parole. I always say that, don't I? Let's get some parole rooms in here. This is no canteen, so that's fine. As this is now broken, let's have a think about getting into here. And how big does this need to be? 5 by 5, right? So 5 by 5. We can fit one room in there. That's not going to be very good. What else have we got? Where else can we put them? Up here somewhere? But we don't have the cash? Pondering, scheming and pondering. I don't really want to waste that whole space just on one parole room. It seems like a bit much, right? I suppose I could shuffle the visitation room a little bit and resize that slightly so that we could get that finagled and get 2 parole rooms in there. That probably wouldn't be too bad an idea. Or, what's the minimum size for a visitation? Oops. Visitation. No minimum size. Good. And then parole is going to be 5 by 5, right? So if I get into planning here, and in this area, I go like, there's a 5 by 5 parole room, and then a gap, and a 5 by 5 parole room, and then a gap, right? See where I'm going with this? So we can have parole rooms across there with a gap in between them, and then just a long, thin visitation room across the bottom. That might be okay. That might be alright. I think that's probably going to be a good way to go, as a matter of fact. Yeah? Yeah, alright, let's do this. Let's do this. So, what we're going to do is we're going to get in and remove these rooms. We're going to get in and remove the objects that are in here. So all of these objects, this bench, these 4 tables that are here. We'll pull the lights out as well and we'll replace those where we desire them to be. Because auto lights are just, oh god, I hate you. And then we'll demolish all of these walls. I'm going to demolish this door as well, because I don't want this access point to be here. If we've got this door removed, it creates an easier path. I mean, the pathing system doesn't quite work like that, but look, let's keep it that way. Oh, and deployment. Let's get. So we've got an armed guard stationed in there. I should probably just get a guard standing in that area. Yeah. so that he can just be opening these doors back and forth and keeping people moving through that corridor nice and quickly. Eventually, I'd like to get remote doors, but until that is ready to come online, I think we're probably good to go with just using a guard to open and close doors for us. Right, parole rooms. Let's get a couple of these set up. We're going to have 3 of those like this. And the good news is that we don't need to buy any new gear for it. We can just literally just plonk it straight in the same way that it was. This visitation room here needs some visitor tables. So we're going to need to dot a couple of these about like this. And then we'll have a couple of them down in the bottom here like this. We are going to spend a bit of money. So we now have 3 visitor tables instead of 4 in the visitation area. And now we have 3 that are marked as parole. And this should hopefully, combined with a cheeky little brick wall right there, should hopefully allow us to start paroling. So one of the points that was made in the comments was that, yeah, everyone's got a massive reoffense rate, but that's because they have literally no chance and they're like security and health and like this is pretty bad, and that's pretty bad. And reform, right? How well you have attempted to reform and rehabilitate this customer through the use of reform programs. Right. So very bad at the moment. They've been punished a lot. Their security is very low and their health is very low, and that's where the reoffense chance comes from. So maybe I'll have to do a deep dive into that and do a little video on it. But until then, let's just roll with that as I think this is how things are going, and let's see what we can do about doing programs, parole. Where is parole? Why am I not seeing parole? Parole hearing. All right, and then we'll just smack that out like that. All rooms booked, that's fine. There's a goodly amount of parole there. Kitchen safety and hygiene, I think we should start that back up again. Carpentry, behavioral therapy, we should probably start behavioral therapy. And spiritual guidance is probably something we need to think about as well. But I think that this should sort of get us underway. This should get us underway. Now, while we're here, let's get this set down to low and low. We've still got that grant that we need to look at. And we're going to set this one to lock up only, right? So that keeps people, after work free time, they can go back to lock up for a little bit, have a shower and do whatever they need to do. And then they can, skip that lunch break so we can get this this inmate nutrition research taken care of. So that's taken care of. Now, let's see what we can do, right? We're still bleeding cash at the moment. What we need to do is see if we can steady this up, either by bringing new prisoners in and getting more and more capacity taken care of, which is not terribly happening at the moment. How are you doing? Who's this? Alright, wait on. Blackburn Brace, you need to go in a max sec, please. You keep trying to escape, so you need to go up in a maximum security, where you can be looked after a little bit better. Who else have we got in here who keeps doing things? Henderson? False imprisonment. How are you behaving? Where are we here? Lockdown and solitary. 4 escape attempts and destruction. You're going up as well. Who else we got in here? I can hear some shenanigans going on. Is it you? It is you. You're going up as well. Penelope. Up to maximum. Off you go. We'll just freely shove people who are misbehaving badly up into max. That way we can start populating out this wing. We can start getting more people in, and we can start hopefully getting this place segregated up a little bit better. I tell you what, we don't have any normal sec in at the moment. So what we're going to do is blonk these out like this, and then we're going to change the family cell people, right? All of these girls. We're going to change them down to MinSec, right? Hello. Can we search your cell, please? There we go. So we'll change them all down to minimum security. Are there only those ones? And Chloe Robinson. And I think that's it. Unless there's someone hiding over here. No. Unless there's someone in parole. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, great. Oh, here we go. Grey Lady Deep, you can be MinSec as well. And then what we'll do is we'll change the deployment on this area to MinSec only, like this. And then this little room will become a common room for them. I can probably do that pretty much now. So let's get... excuse me. Oh. It's going to be difficult. We're approaching the end of our cash reserves. But that's okay. That's okay. We can quickly sneak a few things in there while we watch that cash dwindle down to nothing. Prison manufacturing, I was hoping to get that up and running, but it looks like we're not going to have the cash to be able to do it. We may have to just rely on prisoner intake to help us get where we need to be. What's your caper, mate? What did you do? Escape attempt? Up to max for you. I don't want to do everyone... I don't want to push everyone to max straight up. But I think I may need to change it so that maximum security is like an automatic level up thing. So that... What's this? No canteens. Oh, poo. Okay, rooms... canteen. That was going to be this room here. Do I have any canteen type objects? I don't. Can I afford any? Oh, it's only $20. Okay, great. Okay. We can do this. We can handle this. We can get a table or two in here. Right? And we'll just have them plopped in with a little gap in between them. And then we have a bench, but we can get a couple more benches. And there you go. Canteen for maximum security. Right? Taken care of. We can set the deployment on this one up to max. Donk. Right? That's a shared kitchen, shared cleaning cupboard. That's shared. All of these can be shared. I don't want them loitering in the corridors, so I'll leave that as access only. And this can be medium security only. But, ooh, hello. Look, I tell you what, we could even give the normal sec girls a yard as well. Let's do that. Can we afford a little slice of wall? We can. Let's get that down here like this. Alright, and we'll split this yard in two. We've had a couple of deaths, but it's alright. It's alright. We've got this under control. Sort of. Let's get these two doors set up like this and this. Let's get this door dismantled. And I think these girls need some power. Just a little bit. Just in there. Just to get that cell up and running. Good. Oh my. That's two dead, high, like, expensive people. Dearie me. How are we going to take care of this? How are we going to keep you girls... I mean, it has fixed our cash flow a little bit, which is nice. But Lucy Welch has been mauled to death by a dog, which is not the greatest. That's not the greatest way to go. I'm not sure if I would want to go out that way. You know, call me crazy, but that's that seems to be like it wouldn't be fun. I'm just saying. Right. So we got all these girls sitting here, getting ready to be in-took. Do we need some more guards? I think we do. Let's see. Oh god, how much do they cost per day? $100 per day. All right. 2, 3, 4. Let's take that up to 20. I'm going to leave the armed guards and dog handlers kind of where they are at the moment. I think that's probably, you know, acceptable for now. And we have 4 cooks, which is probably acceptable for now. And we need to get this laundry online. We always have this problem. And we've had 5 deaths. Oh, Gordon Bennett. This is becoming a problem, guys. I mean, it's not becoming a problem. It's been a problem for quite some time. Alright, hang on. Let's have a look through these girls here. What's your problem? Misconduct. Found drugs. I don't care. Found drugs? Attacked staff? You can go to max. Misconduct. Found drugs? I'm not really... like, drugs is not a problem. Okay, we're gonna take your drugs away. And, you know, that's that. But, weapons is probably... Weapons is probably something I should be worried about. But, it's okay for now. It's... famous last words, right? It's okay for now if they have a few cheeky drugs and maybe a shiv or two. It's not too much of a strain. 1 prisoners are unable to be assigned to a cell. Who? This one? Huang? Is it one of these girls? Is it Cook? No. I can't see anyone anywhere that's... No, I can't see anyone that is failing to be assigned to a cell. At least not in an obvious spot. Usually they get stuck in reception when they can't be assigned to a cell, or they just get shoveled into... Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Backslatter's overdosed. Let's get a medic over here. I know you're tired, but get in here and deal with... Oh, you're bringing her out, are you? Alright, cool. That's probably a good idea. Probably take her over to the ward and make sure that she's not going to keel over in the middle of the solitary zone. There we go. So where did that doctor go? Is she still... She's gone the bloody long way around, hasn't she? Alright, get back to here then. Alright, Backsladder is fixed. She's been patched up. She's now being looked after, and everything's good. These cells are starting to get a bit filthy, girls. We might need to fix this up for you, hey? Which is... I mean, we've got a cleaning cupboard. Do we need one per zone? Is that what's going on here? Because it's... I mean, the cleaning cupboard's there. Do we need... We've got people assigned to it. There shouldn't be a problem. But there is, somehow. But that's a... Oh, God. Alright. Where were they? Here, again. Right. Right, I'm done with this. I've had enough. I'm angry now. Let's get just a plain old fence. And we're just going to stretch that across like this. It's not going to do a huge amount. But it will assist with people not being able to just stroll straight out through the front. And then what we're going to do is get some road gates set up. Yeah? So we get one there. Well, these are jolly expensive. And one there. Very expensive, but at least it's another layer of defense, right? One more line of defense in this escapee world. And hopefully it'll mean that our sniper, wherever he happens to be, he's taking a break, that's okay. He's off to get some sandwiches. Hopefully our sniper will be able to, get a moment longer while they're trying to get over the fence or out through the road gate, where he can, subdue them by waving his sniper rifle at them. I think that's probably going to be nice. Righto, so that's taken care of. Road gates are there. They are opening amusingly straight into here. I always find that fun. I wish it would open in the opposite direction so that it was a bit more... oh, God. Oh, this is a problem. Right, so this hearse here is being blocked because of the fact that these rooms are all now a bit skew-if. So let's move that out of the way there. We'll get deliveries and storage moved about so that they are a little bit more logical. So deliveries can go here, and then storage can go sort of... Whoopsie doodle. What's going on? Another death? Good-o then. Storage can go above that so that it sort of sits up here. 10 by 4. Good. We're going to need a garbage zone. And we can put that down next to exports here. Yeah? It only needs to be small. Ideally, we want garbage to be picked up before exports. And there's not too much being exported at the moment, so that's fine. When we start the forestry really doing its thing, and do we actually have any gardeners? We do. We've got one. So he's planted a couple of trees for us, which should hopefully, tick in a little bit of cash. But it does take some time. It takes some time for that cash to come online. And hopefully, that will then get us a little bit more to play with. Yeah? Yeah. Cool. Cool. All right. Let's also... I'm going to do this. I've been thinking a lot about it. I reckon escape attempt, you go up one. If you try and escape, you get put into maximum security, and it means that you are in this zone where there's, a greater distance for you to get out. I think that's probably a good way for us to go. 24 prisoners at the moment, and 20 or 19 regular guards, so evidently another one has died, which is not great. I'd love to get more people in. I guess we'll just let them go, and as they escape and as they do things that the regime says, right, that's it. You've tried to escape or you've attacked someone, you can go up in a max sec and they can get up into here where they can be dealt with a little bit more harshly. I mean, down here is a little bit nicer. They've got a radio in there. I suppose, no, these cells are identical, aren't they? They're just laid out in the opposite direction. Hello, there we go. See, it's taking care of itself. All the escapees are getting pushed up into maximum security. The only problem is, as maximum security starts to sort of populate itself out, because there's only 39 spots in MaxSec, as more and more people misbehave and get put up into MaxSec, right? There's now 16, 17. Ooh. Right, so we could run into the problem where everyone gets put into MaxSec, and then we don't have any, we could overload maximum security rather quickly. So we just need to keep an eye on that regime, and maybe turn it off at a certain point. Not regime, policy. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, dearie me. Okay, right, so that's taken care of. We've got these two now marked up as staff only. I think we should mark this outdoor area as staff only as well, because we shouldn't have anyone coming through here. They're allowed to go through reception, they're allowed to go into visitation, but they must be escorted to get in there. Or, actually, I'll tell you what, let's move this door. Dismantle this door, and let's move it around to this side so they can come in through this corridor. Because this is access only, and it stops them coming out through here. Yeah? That makes sense. So we'll just have it, like, right there. And then when this door gets removed, we can put 2 pieces of brick wall in there and seal that off. Yeah? Sounds good. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Get that removed for me. Or should we leave that door there for people coming into that area? We'll see. We'll see how I feel. At this stage, I've marked it for destruction. There it goes. So we may as well... There we go. May as well patch that up. Mate, this place is getting to be an absolute riot at the moment. I mean, we've got some things going on that are supposed to help people, right? We've got some reform programs going on. Let's have a look at programs. We've got behavioural therapy, right, which is meant to be in the psychologist's office, but he doesn't have any chairs in there at the moment, right? Each prisoner requires a chair. Righto, let's get a bunch of chairs strung down like this in the back of the psychologist's office. People will need to be let in because of the staff door here, but that's fine. Alright, and we can crank that up. Maybe, should we have a second one? We'll have a second one. And then treatment of drug addiction. There's 5 in the queue for that. And 1 has passed, which is good. So the more people that get through that, and the alcoholics group therapy, where's that one? That's in a common room, isn't it? And each prisoner requires a chair. Okay. So let's see what we can do about fixing that up a little bit better as well. So, common room. Right? We'll stretch that out a little bit. These girls can have a common room. Good. And these girls probably need a common room as well. So let's actually... We'll sneak that into here. And then let's get some common roomy type objects. We'll have a pool table just there. We can have a couple of phone booths. We can have a bunch of chairs, like this, for the group therapy sessions. And what else do we need? What does it actually require, this room? What does a common room require? I've forgotten. Common room? Common room. No? It's not telling me. What does it require? It doesn't actually require anything. Right, let's do a couple of phone booths for these guys. Let's do weights benches. Oh, we've got weights benches in the yard. That's fine. I tell you what, I think I know why they're probably all misbehaving at the moment. Is because we've got the food cranked way down, which is probably impacting their ability to get out and have a lovely... Oh dear. It's just going really poorly, isn't it? Let's have a little telly in here for these girls. There we go. That's nice. I think it's probably kicking off because of the... 2 more babbies. 2 more babbies, and that one's a high security babby. What the hell? Alright. So normal security is now a problem. Because, yeah, we've just not got enough space to populate all of these girls into this zone. We've not got enough guards to open doors everywhere, which is a problem. And, alright, how are we going to deal with you girls? We're going to have to build another section up the top here, aren't we? Alright, so we need cash. My goodness me. Fairburn, you are absolutely making a name for yourself in this place. You scruffy thing. Wait, Oh, we got her. Scarlet Moss just made a run for it. I just saw her legging it out of the place. Avery Holdaway is unconscious at the moment. Where are my doctors? Where are these? Where are the doctors at? Are they hiding and cowering somewhere in disbelief of how terribly this place is operating at the moment? Gordon Bennett. No wonder. I mean, this place is really starting to turn. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Next episode, we're going to try and get a little tiny workshop online so that we can at least start making some license plates to export. We're going to try and get something online for Victoria and Paisley here so that they can have a cell, right? Because all of these, they don't look like they're all populated at the moment, but evidently they are. Wait, how many? So minimum security, we only have 2. And they're... Oh. Bugger. Hang on. I know what I've got to do. Nice work. Minimum. Off you go, girls. Did the other minimum security girls get released? Is that what's happened here? No. Well, they must have been one. Huh. Well, let's check our prison grading, because that tells us, doesn't it? Number of prisoners. Prisoners... Escaped prisoners. Total released prisoners. Yeah. Check it out. We've let 4 people out of the prison. So the parole room is actually working. Oh, I'm very happy about that. Is the grading of people changing? It looks like it is. How about you guys? Is your grading changing quite nicely? Not really. That's a shame. So, some people are realizing that they have the ability to get out of this place, and they're behaving a little bit better. Why is Avery still here? Where the hell are my doctors? I literally can't see them. I can't see them. It says that we've still got 2. Alright. We'll just have another one. There we go. I don't know where the other ones have gone. Maybe they've been knocked unconscious somewhere and I can't see them. They're in like a darkened zone. If you spot them, let me know in the comments below. I'll have to come back and find them later on. Or maybe they're trapped behind a door that they can't get out of. Maybe they're... Oh, hello. There's one. Where are you off to, love? Off to treat one of these prisoners up here somewhere. Fair enough. Someone else has died. It sounds like they've been shanked in the shower. Where was that? Oh. Did you overdose? Yeah. There seems to be a lot of that going on. I'm going to have to maybe get a couple more dogs in this place. Because it seems like drugs are more and more of a problem every day. Anyway, friends, thank you very much for tuning in. I hope that you have enjoyed this episode. Give us a thumbs up if you liked it, and follow if you loved it, and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, I'll catch you all next time. See you guys.